Welcome, girls, diva. What's going on inside timer? No action? They didn't fix the issues, that's why everyone left. Imagine social media where people aren't really socializing. Anti-social media. There's plenty of action. Oh, okay. On the live stream. Yeah. Not everyone. Okay, beautiful. Well, a lot of people came over here, which is kind of, yeah. A lot of people just kept coming over here, or I'm from Insight Timer. Like Diane. Amanda's here, Jenny. I'm glad not everyone left. Bad time. Okay. Yeah, a lot of the Insight Timer people are gonna be on the horizontal version of this live stream, which we are spoiled to have all the versions. Yeah, there's a horizontal version, and I'm about to jump on TikTok right now. It's all good. I live stream differently. I focus more on building community rather than host, you know. I stream for 5 hours and no one else on there is really doing that. And that's what thank you, Pete. Thank you so much. It just doesn't accommodate. And I do stuff that's outside. I didn't want to leave, but the universe told me there's a better place for you. And I just follow. And guess what I got working? Dun 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 dun. My staple gun. My stapler. Just kidding. My piano pedal that I just got. I didn't know how to program it. So before piano pedal, like one of these, for example, I used this a lot in the past. Right, I would have to hold this to hold the sustain. But now I could I also had to learn to use a sustain pedal because I did not grow up. I just started playing the piano in February, which is a handicap piano, or you can say a training wheel piano. Yeah, my parents did not pay for me any tutoring in my life. Except for Thai school, Thai school. Oh, Thanet, yeah. Thanet, like Jeanette. That's the easiest way to teach people how to say my name. At the end of the day, I don't even care how they say it. Like, you can just call me T. I'll be fine with that. Because growing up, that's how it was. Thanet isn't even how you pronounce it. It's Thanet, Taut. Thanet is like what T-H-A is T-A-N-E, right? If you spelled it Thanet, T-A-N-E-D, there would need to be like a dash, Thanet. Or else people would say tained or tanned. You put a H in front of the Thanet, they call it Thanet. Yeah, exactly, Thailand. Thanet, T-I-N-E-T-T-E. Oh, poetic. Thanet. Right now they think now it's bougie. Are you from New Orleans with Thanet? What was that? A whip med, you know. So basically, I don't even care what you call me. It's more about we have a good time, we respect each other. The dude that plays flute is enough also. Welcome, Ox5. We got Okura, Michaela. It's not personal. Yeah, bro. Bro. Homie. G. Some people just call me G. You're my new comfort creator. Let's just call it comfort community, okay? But I notice I have been dominating in this. Oh, thank you, Alexandra. Thank you so much. Right. I just do my best to make it, you know. I just need to do a good job, or else I won't be here as much, because I'll be somewhere else. My middle name is Tane. People, you know, Thanet autocorrects to Tanner. So, and then they try to put it, somebody, like the temple made me a t-shirt, and the autocorrect recorrected my name to Tanner, so I became Tanner. So that's like my American name, Tanner. Yeah, I'm just pushing everything towards the live streaming experience, and it's working out very well, so I'm grateful. Thank you, Ito, Alex. Yeah, Thanet. Never thought I would be using a piano pedal. I'm like, how am I going to use the piano pedal? Because I'm cross-legged. So I use the chin here. And it's perfect. Luckily, most of the instruments don't need it. This one does. Right. I was born in Thailand, but the first country that a lot of people watch is America, second is the UK, and surprisingly the third is India. Lots of Indians are watching, so shout out to my it's like spiritual, but it's still like respecting, it's still respectful. I think that's what people like. Spiritual, respectful, and musical. Relatable, right? Don't worry about a thing. Every little thing Don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds perched by my doorstep. Welcome, Nikki. Nick. First time seeing you here. I'm used to seeing you on Insight Timer. Yeah. I think people like the music that I do, and that's why they're willing to follow, because it's a one-of-a-kind thing, and it's not repetitive. You don't know what's gonna happen, and we crack jokes a lot up in here. You know, there's a lot of jokes. I think that's one of the reason people follow. It's not just spiritual and so proper. It's like, you don't know. It could get funny. It could get, but one thing, it's going to be real. That's what I love about streaming. Outside of Insight Timer, it's not sterile. People can trip. People can be disrespectful. And how we react, the community learns from each other how to not be reactive, but how to respond to disrespectful people, or just people who are just having a bad day, and how we do it together. Let's see here. Looks like the comments messed up again. There we go. Yeah, and the thing is, I openly say, a lot of spiritual people can be very pretentious because they're just copying what the person before them said, but they didn't experience it themselves. That's why it's not genuine, because they didn't experience it. They just copy what their teacher said, but didn't practice enough to find that result. And I think that's why the pretentious thing happened, because it just sounds cool. It's cool to be a leader, for sure. But the authenticity behind the leadership can be questionable. It's like being an apprentice to a great master compared to paying for a certificate to be a Reiki master. Completely two different things. You know what I'm saying? I also follow authentic teachers and people, because being spiritual is about authenticity and love. Authentic love. And if that person doesn't have authenticity and they're teaching about love, what are we following? Shoot. So thank you for all your support. Oh, thank you for all the bubblegums, by the way. Thank you, Diane, Erica. I don't need to use a pedal for this one, but I think I need to just get used to it being here in case I do need it. This one does, okay. So this one has a pedal experience. Of course, brother. I was doing my laundry, listening to you in the background. Beautiful. And the music can only get better from here, you know. I remembered I remember the beginnings of me making music. I mean, I have traces of my old music on my loop station, how bad it used to be. Not bad, it's just how beginner it used to be. Just kind of, damn, you come a long way. Like 4 years ago, how my music was compared to now is just unbelievable. For real. My first musical device that I bought was like a microphone and a mixer. But like my first music production device was like a little MIDI keyboard. Like I had one before this one. I had a baby one right here and this. But the loop station was my music production thing. I didn't really know how to use Ableton. I didn't know I can use. I prefer more live, making music live, and the loop station allows me to make live music, right? And that's why we have this, right? This is a loop station. I could just make live music on here, you know. I could just make live music on here, you know. I could just make live music on here, you know. I could just make live music on here, you know. But you know, having something like this device, this big piano thingy, makes me emotional because I see how good the universe is, you know. I didn't expect it, didn't plan to buy it, but whenever the universe tell me, hey, you have to get that, then I do. So grateful for Facebook Marketplace for super discounted items. You know, because there's so much musical instruments out there that people aren't using. It's just sitting there in their closet that they're not using. Like this guy had it sitting there. He mainly does sampling on a drum pad on an MPC, right? He didn't use, and this thing was covered in dust, perfectly like protecting the device. Like the dust was like an armor. I had to come home. I was like, golly. Yeah, basically. And then once it cleaned, I'm like, dang, it's actually pristine. It literally was just. And this thing is like 8 years old. Right? The new version came out like 2 years ago. Or a year ago. But but everything is getting so good you don't need it. You just need enough to make dope anything nowadays, right? Like, you don't need the craziest crystal singing bowl. You just need basic frosted ones. And you could do so much healing with just the basic. What key are we in here? Same thing with the flutes, right? All you need is 3D printed flute right now to begin. Amazing. And you just keep practicing it over and over if it's meant for you. Right, I got the first loop station. I love the first loop station. I'm like, man, I gotta get the second loop station. I got the first MIDI keyboard. I didn't know how to play a keyboard, but the new version allowed me to play chord mode, scale mode, right? Without learning how to play the keyboard, you just press the white key. Right? That's a B flat major. I don't know how to play a B flat major, but this keyboard does. Right. If I didn't have this scale mode, this chromatic mode. I just got my drone. Oh, congrats. You can't heal. What? This one. Oh. Okay, this one does have a pedal. I need to fine-tune that a little bit. Welcome, spiritual princess. Turn on a dime. What should we do? Karaoke or some lo-fi, shamanic lo-fi vibes? What are you feeling? Me singing or make beats? Y'all already know, Saturday night we usually, but I just... Oh, we do have a new instrument. 2 new instruments to share with you. I'm always looking out for the new free stuff. Lofi. Happy full moon, welcome sister. Lots of people online during the full moon. Lots of sound baths and lo-fi beat. Yeah, we could. So the new sound. This one, let me just give credit to the. It's called Somerville Sounds. This sound is called Antiquarian Echoes. Okay, Antiquarian Echoes, and this is what it sounds like. So I can control the sustain now because I have the sustain pedal. I just label this one the clouds. That's what I see. That's what I feel. And this whole thing is inspired by clouds, cumulus. I just call it the clouds. Welcome, Michael. Without the sustain pedal, with sustain. So that's new. You know, soothing vibes. What's the other new thing I added? Oh, that's the only one. I was gonna add some glockenspiel sound, but we already have something dope. If it works. Sometimes things are tripping. Or you just have to reconnect them. Glockenspiel. Oh, because it's a higher octave. Change my velocity. Whenever the instrument is more delicate, it makes myself play more delicate too, to get into the feel, you know? Let's look into some lo-fi vibes here. Usually I incorporate more synthesizer. And I was thinking of getting this synthesizer called the Hydra ASM Hydra synth or whatever. That's what I would be but it's not time yet. I'm not that advanced into it yet, but that would be something I would be looking into. Hydra synth. Let's make a lo-fi for the full moon. I think that's a good intention. Something. What's the theme? What's the theme of this full moon, anyways? That you're seeing. I see a lot of people's faith getting tested, for sure. Give me some crispiness here. Mine is, yeah. Your faith gets tested quite often. Welcome, Christy, CC. The moon is bright. Welcome, Gabby. Gabriela. Give me some texture here. B major or D sharp. D major. So we can do a B minor pentatonic, B minor flute, big bass flute. A more modern way to cleanse the energy. You know what I mean? A bit more modern. That's the backup. This is for backup. Because in life, you know, to keep people inspired and engaged, you got to do more than just meditation. You have to have celebration. But the celebration can't be like flaccid. I still remember, you know what I'm talking about? I still remember when I was a kid, my parents, they always go to the dang temple every New Year. I was like, man, when are we going to go to some parties New Year? You know what I mean? We chant across the New Year, right? We do Yata, right? Arahang Samma. I'm trying to go to some parties, man. But instead, we go to a temple. We went to a party one time, and that teased me forever. We went to some Thai New Year party. And I guess they didn't like the people there, or they weren't authentic or something, or maybe just, right? And so that was the end of that. And we didn't go to a party for New Year's since. Oh, okay, we did. We went to the temple for the party, which was called a chanting party. And that's why I'm here. You know what I'm talking? A chanting party. I think that's just called chanting. Welcome, Sister Jen. Yeah. I fine-tuned the singing, the handpan, because I was like, man, why is the handpan lacking? Jenny G knows Jenny G. Yeah, of course I can't leave the chanting behind, so I brought it with me. Now, funny part is I chant more Tibetan and Mahayana than Theravada, right? Theravada. Arahang Samma Sambuddho Bhagava Buddhang Bhagavantang Aphivatemi Supatipanno Bhagavato Sāvaka Saṅkho Saṅghang Namami. Because that style of chanting reminded me of routine, like going to church but no feeling. But the Tibetan style, it takes practice, right? Omani, but there's more devotion in the way it's practiced. And that's just I'm sure you can have devotion with Arahang Namo Tassa Bhagavato Arahato Samma Sambuddhassa, right? And Buddhang Saranang Gacchami Dhammang Saranang Gacchami Sanghang Saranang Gacchami Tutiyampi Buddhang Saranang Gacchami. That's where I came from, right? I grew up doing all those. But I'm more inspired by Tibetan approach because it's a bit more ritualistic, I would say. I would say it's more ceremonial, not ritual. Yeah, you could say they're both ceremonies, and which means there's a deep intention of using it rather than just, you know. But luckily, there's also different pitches. Have you ever read Radical Acceptance by Tara Brach? I have not. I just chant or sing what's relatable to people, because if I'm going to chant for myself, the camera wouldn't be on. Right, but when this is on, I'm aware that there's an experience happening. That's why I try to make it heartfelt for you and me. But at the end of the day, it's for me, and then we share it together, right? You show up because you resonate, and that's what builds healing community. Like this. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. Mani Padme Hum. Om Mani Padme Hum. So you could do that with any lyrics. So that's why you just pick what words do you need in your life. Maybe you feel lonely. What's the word you can use to balance your life when you're lonely? I am enough. I am enough. I am enough. I think it's easier to sing with the piano, excuse me, or guitar. The handpan is a bit more like. That's what I'm like. Why is it not sustaining? By the way, if you're just joining us, welcome to the team. My stapler gun. Just kidding, you know what it is. You know what this is. This is my mirror. It's a piano pedal. Flat iron. I wish I could have thought of that one. Oh, you don't know? This is my spoon. Okay. No, that was terrible. Spoon. That's why the kids love me. Like, they're like, you think I'm dumb? No, it's not a spoon. It's a chopstick. It's a chopstick. See, you know when you're learning how to use a chopstick, and you just go to the restaurant. I don't know how to use chopstick. They give you one of this. See? Excuse me. We got sidetracked. We just got a little sidetracked. Okay. Welcome, Sister Dory. I see you. Happy full moon. Jesus is King is here. We got Michael, Veronica. Enough for me. just finding my way. I used to think I'm lost. I'm just looking for my way. I'm just looking for my way. I'm not lost in my life, just looking for my way. They said I was but ugly. They said what? I was but ugly. I'm beautiful enough. I'm handsome enough for me. But they said I was but ugly. Doesn't matter what they say. The people that judge you, they don't love you anyway. Their heart is but ugly. You are beautiful, but you should brush your hair sometimes too, and stuff like that. So it's called self-care and groom yourself. You're not but ugly, you just didn't brush your hair today. Ooh. They made fun of my accent. I was not born in America. They said, do you speak English? And it pissed me off, 'cause I actually don't speak English well at that time. So they were kinda right, but still mean. Shout out to middle school. That's a middle school. Put down. Do you speak English? Why do you say chicken like chicken? I like fried chicken like Michigan. I was saying I like chicken like Michigan. We had to wear school uniforms in middle school. It's hot in Houston, so we wore shorts to school. But why did my parents have to buy shorts so short for me? My shorts were so short. Above the middle thigh, my shorts were so short. Here comes the boys. Mira, no mames, wey. You wear short shorts. wear short shorts. My parents brought these shorts for me. I didn't know we had standards for how guys wore shorts in America. In Thailand, everybody wears it like this. In Thailand, we wear shorts like everybody else, but in America, you wear gangster shorts, Dickies. They were Dickie shorts like Snoop D-O-double-G. Clearly, I went to middle school in kinda like the hood. Get on the way, get us. Get us. I'm not used to playing this. I mean, I'm getting used to it, but I'm getting a workout using a pedal with my ankle. You know, maybe I should put it under here. Innovation. It might work. I feel one of a kind, I guess. I mean, that's a backup plan for sure. Who does that? What's the pedal for? This is called a sustain pedal. Look. I can control how long the pedal goes. Right? So I just gotta find what's the most comfortable thing for me and kind of submit to it. There we go. My right feet is more dominant. Guess that's why it was kind of uncomfortable. Ankle is like you're using so many muscles, but when you just use I had to YouTube today. I had to go on YouTube to see how to use it. I was like, oh. And then basically, here I am using it. you're supposed to tap and then press, and then on the next, thank you, Michael. Yeah, this stream has been 6 years in the making, so that's why everything's so built on dreams and community. Right. We got this far because everybody here supported, so grateful. Right. Everything that y'all bless me with, you're looking at it, right? The microphones, so grateful. Yeah, I started on Twitch, right? And I started with crystal bowls, right? I showed up on Twitch. Right? That's why I'm considered a Twitch OG at this point. 6 years, like doing crystal bowls and just. Then I saw ASMR. Then I started doing ASMR. Because that's what was popular, and it helped me grow quite a bit, yeah. But the whole time I was still a spiritual. I was still, I'm developing my spiritual discipline and spiritual devotion in life. And I've always wanted to be a content creator. Right. I was watching YouTube before they had ads. Remember? YouTube didn't used to have ads. And I always been recording video and taking photo, so it's just natural for me to, and it, to follow my dream. It's just, I didn't believe this was possible. Yeah. I didn't believe what I'm doing today could even, but I stopped thinking and started doing. And right. Like to even get paid as a content creator, it's extremely difficult. Like to even get paid, I was like, whoa, there's actually money? I was stunned. And it seemed like, wait, what? It's kind of, or to get even, well, before that, to even get partnered or to be monetized, it's like a Loch Ness monster, I can get monetized? Right, to go on live stream after you got 800 followers or whatever, or 1,000 followers, seem like a fantasy. That, man, how the heck am I gonna get there? So don't give up on your dreams, brothers, sisters. I just keep pushing, keep improving yourself, keep doing what you love, and never give up. Even if your family says do something else. Because I would not be here with you helping people if I followed that path. My family thinks I'm nuts. I completely. But in a good way, right? A lot of my friends used to think I got off the rocker for a long time until they started seeing me succeed. Like a lot of my friends saw me live on TikTok. And being spiritual, it's like closely to being religious, so it's like a iffy place that people in the Matrix don't even want to touch, right? Talking about like wisdom, spirituality, religion, and all God and all this. It's like people in the Matrix like, ew, I'm not here for that. Like, stop with that, ew, right? Because it's uncomfortable, because they never thought about it. They never thought that deep, so they don't want to even go cross to that world. Until you have great results in your life. Now they look. It's like that with everything. If what you're doing is genuinely impactful, they'll see you by your fruits rather than your identity of making fruits. I'm a healer. Right. Okay. Congrats. Yeah, show don't do it. Yeah. I remember a lot of, I am a healer, like, oh. You know, it's like, what do I say? Oh, what's up? You know what I mean? You want to dab or what? Sure, what's up? The last time I was going to meet my dad, he ditched. Damn. I mean, have you met him before? Or if you could go back in time and tell something, if you could go back in time and tell something to your 15-year-old self, right? What would you say? Nothing. Because I know where I'm at today. Because if I told anything, my whole trajectory would be different. Everything in the past was necessary. Every suffering was needed for me to be here in my happy life. Right? Every sadness, every tear, every substance, every pill, every alcohol. So when you ask these questions about the past, I think I don't want to send the wrong message that we want to change the past. You can make the best out of your life today, no matter what happened to you in the past. What I'm sharing with you is what I wish I would have known, but if I knew it, I wouldn't be a teacher today. Right? If my life wasn't so effed up and broken, and I wouldn't be on this path. If I was just a good boy with straight A's, business professional, and made parents proud, didn't go to the club, street racing, didn't pop no mollies, then they hang out with the hippies and try plant medicines and just be depressed for a while, confused for a while, I wouldn't be like this. Who dresses like this? Why would you be wearing what? Why would you be wearing this stuff? Why would you have a star? What? You think you're a star boy? But instead, we're all star boy. I'm just happy, and that's all I need to be. You got straight. I could not. I got too much energy, too sensitive. Oh, thank you. Not sure why that didn't pop up on my screen here. That's why I keep it real, and sometimes, sometimes it's pleasant, the realness that I keep in here. But sometimes the truth is hurt, is painful, that we don't want to hear it. But I can't not talk about it because it's what led me here to being genuinely happy. You know what I mean? Humbly speaking. Thank you for 25,000 likes. Thank you so much. Then the reason I'm so passionate is because I believe that the universe blessed me with life. Because I kept effing up my life, same, near-death experiences. And from hell, you find heaven. That contrast between deep misery and just disconnection to deep, fulfilling, luscious energy within, it makes me realize, man, I've been blessed. Help others feel blessed. Because I could have just been dead from substance abuse, But I don't want people to have to go through that same path. I'm a passionate spiritual lover. I lead with God first and love first. If you don't believe in God, it's the same thing. People don't like the word God. Some people love it. But to be clear, it's just divine love that I lead with. And I make the clarification because it needs to be made, and a lot of spiritual teachers don't go down to that level of even clarifying, so it makes people like, what? We're all part of the one. But that one is so deep that you can't conceptualize it with the mind or use language to understand it, but we call it love, God, Spirit, Holy Spirit, Buddha, Nirvana, awakening, Brahma, Was it an aha moment when you found your peace? That's an interesting question. It wasn't. I mean, there's times of there's aha moments, but the aha moment came from micro steps of just keep believing. Right, you just keep believing, and somehow a door opens. You're like, oh, what the? And then you just keep going. You keep climbing the mountain, and then you find a cave in the mountain. In that cave, you find a treasure. You're like, what the? And you come out of that cave, and you keep climbing. And then you keep finding fruits in the trees, and you meet other people who are on the path. Some people fall off the mountain. But I'm just glad there's humble people in every religion, in every community. There's humble, great people everywhere. Not just limited because, nope, they're not, because they're not spiritual. Right? That's one thing that's clear to me. There's great awakened people, not just exclusive to one religion. That's why I choose spirituality, because it's just one love concept. And I believe that's what all the great mystical teachers were teaching. But people who didn't practice and who didn't get their teachings, they made up their own thing that had nothing to do with one love. It's about our love and their love instead of one love. And sadly, that's what egos do. And we live in a reality where there's duality. If you're not first, you're last, right? If you don't F them up first, they're going to F you up, right? That's like survival of the fittest. Understandable. But that's not the only law. That's the human, right? That's the duality experience. But then there's a oneness. And on that journey of discovery, even my mother, like, are you, she thought I was becoming Christian. And then the Christian people, also, like, I was trying to understand their God, Jesus Christ. My mom thought I was not, right? Like, I was just following love, pure love. And it's hard for people to understand that. Like, just the experience of love rather than the idea of it. Because that's what I wanted in life. To experience agape love within. guardian angel, you know. I didn't believe in God, or I prayed to the Buddha religiously, but my God was like my great grandmother's spirit, right? Because it's like a faith beyond the things that I did, right? You can, Our Father, hallowed be thy kingdom come. It could be so routine, amen, right? Sadhu, sadhu, namaste is all the same thing. It's how you practice rather than what you practice. Of course, there's some things that you have to use discernment too. Yes, there's some very negative things. But you have to see it. Get down to people's level, not just easily label people off because they're not your religion, or because they don't meditate, or because they're closed-minded, or because they're trolling, whatever, you know. Have you lived in a monastery? Yeah. I was a monk as a duty of a Thai son for like 5 weeks in Thailand. I ordained in America, flew on a plane to go be, to pay my, I would say, my gratitude to my ancestors there. And then basically I went on a spiritual retreat as a monk, which was like a huge part of, right? Because it's immersive. When you're a monk, there's no like going home. That's it. So 5 weeks of that as a monk in Thailand, it's like being a minister or reverend in America. Well, actually it's different because monks are highly like, right, you can walk around, but in Thailand, if you're walking on a street and they see a monk, people will try to give you stuff all the time. So that's why you have to know your role, because there's a lot of like, right, every morning I had to go and collect offering or alms, right? You can't wear your shoes, and as you're walking, freaking anyone could come by and like give you like an offering, and you have to be prepared, and right, and give them their blessing, and you have to walk. You can't just be. You have to embody the sacredness and the devotion. And sadly, some people only do it in the public, but behind closed doors, they don't really about that life. Because, it's like it's a job. Like a church member here, right? When you work at a church, they pay you. But when you find the real ones, which is rare, by the way. Like when you find a really good monk, that's why people have like great following, because it's hard to find people who are deeply devoted in any field, right? When you find a deeply committed minister, practitioner, you can feel it, because it's just everything about them, their tone, their eyes, the way they walk, the way people respect them, and their humility. But there's a practitioner for everybody. Some people prefer more mystical teachers. Some people need a more philosophical teacher, because that's the individual. That's why I don't follow Eckhart Tolle as much. I feel, and the other guy, Eckhart Tolle, and the other guy from the UK. it was a bit more scientific approach, right? Alan Watts, I respect it, right? Yeah. But I follow more mystical teachers because that's what my heart desired. Because that mystical experience has magic, and I always believe in magic. But as I became more mature, that magic is in plain sight, right under your nose, where you're walking, the air you breathe, the sun shining, all of it, magic. And whenever you connect to the simple magic of life, the rest begins to happen. That's the dope part about it. Excuse me, let me restart this. YouTube's been a bit glitchy. Now, the first American teacher that I really looked at would be like Abraham Hicks, just to get in the door, like The Secret, that whole book, or that whole movie, right? That was my door into, and I told y'all this, I eventually didn't resonate with Abraham Hicks. But then I resonate with like a Wayne Dyer. Jim Rohn, really great life teacher actually. He's a real one. He's like a secret mystic, you know. Jim Rohn, like he was spiritual, but he kept it low key because he knew that for him to succeed in life, he couldn't bring out the Christianity too much, because that was a turn off to business people. So he kind of kept it on the back burner. And who copied, right? Tony Robbins does the same thing, right? He led with business, but then he's like quietly spiritual. But Michael Beckwith is the one that, right? Because when Michael Beckwith when Abraham Hicks speaks, there's a great pacing, which can be hypnotic. But every time I look at Abraham Hicks, everything costs money. Like everything was hidden behind a giant fortress. You couldn't really get deeper knowledge. And whenever you do find the knowledge, it's like $100 per package or whatever, you know. And that's what Western spirituality is now. Paywalls, access. So it's everywhere now, right? That spiritual approach in the Western world is a paywall and access. But luckily, there's other things, different approach. Like Michael Beckwith has so much out, right? He had a public church, public community out in the open, right? He has like 4 services every Sunday. And he was the first one to live stream, right? agapelive.com. Right? That was impressive. That's where all this kind of came from too. Man, he live streamed. I was like, we're gonna live stream. Yeah, but a lot of, and also, humbly speaking, a lot of the, a lot of my teachers are also plant teachers. Right. I'll sit there and learn from plants. And also before plant medicine, I sat there and intuitively was just communicating with the Buddha. Because I didn't know there was no rules, right? I didn't know of it. I just was like, all right, teach me to meditate. And I trusted, and it led me here, which is kind of grateful. It's like the spirit never lets you stray too far off the path if you're obedient, right? I'm very obedient. I think that's why my life, I just trust so much. And I think many of y'all are the same way. That's why we kind of find each other. Yeah, I heard about Muji. Yeah. Luckily, I've found my way to Thich Nhat Hanh. Right. So I studied like Michael Beckwith heavily for 3 years, Thich Nhat Hanh for another 2 years, and from Thich Nhat Hanh, all right. Then I look at like there's a lot in between, right? But those are the most influential teachers. Of course, Sadhguru, I just kind of looked on the side. And then I found Master Khao Chin, who I spent 6 years with. 4 years with great devotion and 2 years lingering, finding my way. So that is a lot of years of, I mean, I wouldn't say it's a lot, yeah. It's just, that's where I would say where I've been. Of course, I grew up in a Thai temple and chanted, learned meditation at a young age. But didn't really practice. I only practiced meditation when I got scared of ghosts. Whenever I thought, like, or after watching a scary movie, I used the meditation technique. Putto, 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 putto. Or when I'm nervous, anytime. And since I had a very hyperactive mind and I didn't have a lot of friends, I always hold my breath as a game a lot. Y'all do that? Like I would hold my breath once you cross the red light, and I would hold it as long as I can to see how many streets I could hold my breath for, and I was doing that literally forever. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Living Truth. or going to the pool holding your breath. Another spiritual practice that kids do is not stepping on lines. Right? I mean, most people do that anyways, right? I was step on the cracks, break your mouth. Never heard of that. You would hold your breath while passing cemeteries. I used to be scared of cemeteries in the past. Now I just see reality. I don't think UJ people. Now, I didn't, most of my life is positive, no weird stuff. But whenever I studied with the master, my teacher, a lot of people came to him because they had brujeria. And I was not used to that at all. Right? A lot of people came to my teacher reporting, right? Which is like witchcraft or black magic, that's negative magic or whatever, right? I'm like, this is different. Then I learned what it was about. It only exists when the collective believe. When a group of people believe in it, it makes it real. If enough people believe in negative things, it actually manifests. But when you don't believe, it doesn't exist. So if enough people believe in black magic, that you can put evil eye on people, right? You're gonna put salt on somebody's door, or you have to go get a chicken, use the liquid, drip the candle, whatever, right? And you can pass down negative intention and positive intention through student to teacher, right? And sadly, a lot of what brujos do is just make money. It's about money, right? Everything comes with a cost. Now, the sad part, it becomes true because enough people believe in that kind of art, energetic arts, right? But the cost of using energetic art is not the practitioner. They make you sign it's your energetic signature that requests it, right? So the negative repercussion comes back to you. You may get what you want, but what does it cost? my breath when I'm restraining myself from punching my coworker. Yeah. So that's why in here we don't believe in that. We don't practice it. I don't practice it. And that's why when people come in here, everything's purified, because we don't do anything in that nature. We have a passed down positive experience. There's no like energy exchange, right? There's no, you donate, I'll make sure she's yours. You want your ex back? $500, and also go get this 3 candles at Fiesta for me. Nothing like that. Because the real thing's inside. The love's inside. How do I feel about Oracle card and Tarot card? Somebody asked earlier. You can use it to help people or manipulate people to get money and not actually help people at all. But you can make it seem like you're helping them though. And that's what a lot of TikTok tarot card readers do. Sadly, it's a lucrative business. Tell them what they want to hear, and they'll pay for it every time. Right? Who doesn't want to hear the things they believe? You're gonna get him back. Money will be coming in next month. You're gonna have a hiccup at work, but you'll find your way through. That's what they want to hear. Like fortune telling, right? Now, there's nothing wrong with doing that if you help people, but a lot of it, they do that to get your money. And that is when it gets corrupted. Because it's conditional, right? The service is conditional. When you practice love with conditions, that's called conditional love. When you practice healing love with condition, that's called conditional healing instead of unconditional healing. Anyways, let's just not talk about that because that concept seems to piss a lot of people off. So let's just go on to the next thing. Yeah, I've used cards heavily. But the issue is people get a card reading and they don't do anything with it. And then they come back for another one because you give free card reading. Or what do you think happens to people who pay for the card reading? They pay for a card reading and do nothing and come back for another one also. Do you see why it's like $1 billion industry? Sadly. And that's why TikTok tries to get rid of all these tarot people who aren't here to build social media with them. They just come here to get customers and leave. They don't want to add to the community here. Is our life guided or do we make our own path? It's both. You can be guided and not listen. Are you guided by your heart or your ego? In the beginning, we are guided by our ego because we're learning to trust in our heart. And some people never learn to follow this, and that's why their life is so effed up. Because their community basically didn't teach them, failed them, abandoned them. Well, where do those people go? Welcome to the Mystic Village. Right, I have the free will to keep living a miserable life. But deep down, I want to be happy. And I started following that. And guess what? Happiness was what I got. Now, what kind of happiness is up to you. You have to be clear. Are you looking for genuine, authentic, abundant, aware, awake? But if you're not clear, you might just get what you asked for without realizing it. But if you become super or too specific, you have too much expectations that when it does arrive, it's still not good enough. So you have to have discernment. We wish, right? Our egos wish, man, why can't it be easy? That's why spiritual awakening and devotion path is not for lazy people. That's why it's just easier to go to devote yourself one day a week instead of a daily practice. It's like only remembering God on Sunday and then being a terrible person the rest of the week. Don't worry, I go to Buddha on Sunday. It's like remembering to love yourself only when you're here. When you're not here, you're like complete a-hole, terrible person. And that's why we have jail for people who, are bad enough. But most people aren't that bad. Many people just didn't get the knowledge, or they just got really effed up by their, where they come from. My children, my own children, older one seems to dislike me. You just gotta work on you. What? Do you just stop having faith because your children don't love you? No, you keep having faith and keep raising your vibration. Right? Do I keep doing this even though sometimes people come here and call me a false prophet or charlatan? just keep it real in here. I always remember when the Buddha, one of the quotes, it's like, there's no point in journeying with the immature. If you cannot find people who are mature to journey with, travel alone. They just slow you down, immature people. But stay humble. And some people get really disappointed in me over any reason. They wish I was different. Okay. Yeah, exactly. I love the music, though I do not want to listen to you. I need to be, yeah. That's exactly what I mean. I disappoint people on a daily basis. They just... It's like they don't like it, but they know there's real people here. And people are willing to stay because they feel there's some realness. And that's the kind of community I'm here to build. Not everyone's supposed to like you, you know. Yeah. Okay. I'm different, and I notice I'm so out of my mind. So you can't yell me anything, but even if you try. Yeah. It's like when you may not be really ready to hear, but you feel, something feels right, even though you might right. A lot of people, they want to do. It's like a lot of people like what we do in here, but they don't see what we actually do. They just like the peaceful music, but they don't realize why the music is emotional, why my tone of voice is like this, why are there hundreds of people here and we're just having a conversation. It's like a lot of people don't get it. They just think I'm just randomly doing stuff. Yes, I am actually. But it's about love and authenticity. Today I'm gonna get off in about 45 minutes, okay? Because I have to do a local sound bath tomorrow. Usually I get off at 2, but I'm trying to really... Yeah, I need more energy for tomorrow. It just bottles up, you know. Back to back to back to back. Then by Monday, I'm like beat. Monday, I'm just like, can I even make it to Amazon delivery today? You know, because energy healing still, yeah, there's something you still have to, you know, create the space, stay grounded, preparation. There's a lot of preparation, right? Welcome, everybody. Let's do a little bit more. Thank you for helping me complete my bubblegum goal also. Thank you so much.
We are the guardians of planet Earth, protectors of the waterland and above. We are the angels of planet Earth. Be the change and meditate, spreading love. Mani Padme Hum, 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 Mani Padme Lean on me when you're not strong. I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, and for it won't be long. I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride. If I have things you need to borrow, and for no one can fill those of your needs that you won't let show. So just call me sister when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. So just call me brother when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on.
had a positive time tonight. I plan to get off earlier because Sunday is sound bath day locally. Need more energy, need more sleep, need more time. Since I already do this 6 days a week, I realize I need more. I'm very devoted, so I don't know how to like back off sometimes. And I realize, man, I'm showing up to the park tired as hell. So I'm just making some changes so that I can have better balance in my life. What song requests do you have? If I can even do it, you know what I mean? I'm not like the most song requestable person. Because I kind of just make stuff up. If I even know it. Good. Thank you, Mace. Thank you for all the constant support, by the way. Rises the moon. I've never heard of that song. I just see it. Oh, there's the moon. Okay, we can do one more. One more song. And I'm still getting used to this guitar pedal thingy because my leg, everything starts to be more like, it's a workout. When it's your feet, it's a lot different. When it's your whole thigh, you're like, And of course, I have the second option of being here. So I kind of like this way better. This will have to do. It's more realistic. Okay, here's one more. Sing in the key that matches my vocal range decently. You're scared to cry? To let go? Well, you're not gonna heal with that attitude. Realistic. Right? With that attitude you have, is right. That's what's blocking the healing. Because you just copy the people before you. It's like, imagine before healing you already doubt. That's not a good approach to healing. Yeah. Well, what do you think we're doing here? Do you think I'm healing you? I never say I heal you. The universe heals. Imagine wanting to heal, but you just have a big doubting ego. Well, that's the issue. Recognize you have a big doubting ego. You think God's gonna fix you only, but you don't want to fix yourself. Do you see the issue? You wait for the universe to heal you, but you don't want to do the damn work. Why do you think the word love your damn self is there? Because you ain't doing it. It's designed exactly for you. I tried to help people love themselves, but they just didn't get it. But when I said love your damn self, they're like, they felt something. I was like, oh God, wow, they actually start listening. Love your damn self. Stop waiting for somebody to love you. Love your damn self. It's a vibe. That's why I'm here. Well, what do you think? I appreciate you and everyone. Oh, I am broken. You're not the only one. Okay. I'm scared of God's wrath. Oh, you mean you're scared that if you do anything else other than what you're taught, you will go to hell? I'm not afraid of the devil is at work. It's like you're almost breaking the rule in here, but if you stay quiet enough, nothing will happen to you, right? But apparently you're not quiet enough because you're talking to me right now. But that's what you were taught. Stay quiet, don't ask questions, but deep down you want to ask questions. But only God can give you the answer. You shouldn't ask anyone question. But then your life is still the same. Maybe the devil is actually winning after all. But I don't know. I just love my damn self. Keep it simple. You know what I'm saying? The God devil thingy, that I just trying to speak your language, okay? Here's what I do now. Yeah. That's okay. They like the energy, but they don't want to practice what we're doing in here. And then they end up judging it and leaving. It's all good. But then the energy is good. They keep coming back and then they realize, shoot, you're not going to go to hell for being here and being positive. That's what God would want for you, to live a positive life, unless you've been deceived. Usually that happens when you're raised really religious. Let me just say it. When you're raised up really religious, like Pentecostal and Jehovah's Witness, this is the two groups that I see, the ones that are super, like, if you even try to think Buddha or anything else, right, you're going to hell. Like, damn, bro. Oh, you're Catholic, yeah. You're not a complete jerk, yeah. Look, right? Sounds familiar. You're Catholic. The thing is, why do you think we're spiritual in here? If I was Catholic, right? If I was spiritual going to a Catholic space, I wouldn't tell anybody. But in here, you're safe to be Catholic still. No one said to change your religion. Just be yourself and be happy. I just want to see you happy. You don't have to, you can still love, You can love Christ, right? The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, amen. 100. That's, if you're about that life, God bless you. But I just want to see you happy while doing that, not believing in that and then still, and being broken as hell. Like, is that what God wants for you? Believing in God and still being broken as hell? I don't know. I guess you'll figure that out at church tomorrow. Hopefully you don't have to go to confession after talking to me today. Yeah, well, what do you think this community represents? What we're doing here, we're practicing connecting with the Holy Spirit, with love, with God, because that's all love, right? But sometimes we've been taught to put that love into only this box called the blood of Christ, the body of Christ. Amen. Well, there's more. Right, that could be freaking anything. It could be your breath, the breath of Christ. When you're sad, that's the tear of the Christ. When you're happy, that's also the joy of Christ. But anyways, it's a bit, you're probably already, sometimes it hurts me when someone's not listening to what I'm saying. Why am I becoming mad sometimes and learn? You want people's attention because you want their respect. Respect is not earned. Respect, it's earned, right? Not expected. You should be, right? I'm spiritual. Don't you see I'm dressing this way? Why don't you respect me? Right? But people demand, attention from me because they respect me. But why don't they respect you? You have to build. You have to command respect by doing good deed, by being a good person, right? And then people will listen to you. And it takes time. Like, why do y'all even listen to me? I'm just some dude online. Because I'm here on a daily basis. I help the energy be peaceful, and I'm consistent with it. When you need me, I'm here. Right? Most nights I'm here. I'm consistent, and so people ask me. But when I first started, nobody asked me anything. Right? Actually, some people will drive by and blurt out some John 3:16, false prophet. At the beginning, they were there too. I didn't know how long this journey was gonna be, but apparently it's just not, it's just part of being a spiritual practitioner who's inclusive. When I talk to somebody and they don't listen, why don't I get mad at them? I don't expect people to listen, but if I do a great job, people do end up listening. Right? If what I'm saying helps people have result in life, they have testimonial. And in this community, there's like 4 or 5 pages of testimonials because people's lives actually change. It's not just we're here cute, take money, link in my bio, $22 card reading, welcome. It's not like that. There's something genuine, right? So that genuineness. And also it's about the space you're in. Sometimes you're in a role, right, where you're small, where you're humble. You have to learn to be humble. If a leader doesn't know how to be humble, and they become a leader, it becomes easily corrupted and ego, which means that kingdom could fall because the leader doesn't know how to be humble. Easy to imagine just getting pissed. Imagine a leader getting pissed off because some dude doesn't listen. But whenever that somebody doesn't listen and you're the leader, that's their problem. So it depends on the space. For example, I used to work at the Cheesecake Factory, and I was not really a good worker. When I did become a great worker, I could have any schedule I wanted. Everyone had to work Sunday. I could just get Sunday off. You know why? Because my value was beyond most people. If I just wanted to work mornings only, they would give me anything and everything because I was a dope person. I was a dope worker. Right? I work in the morning, go to school at night. They give it to me. Right? When you're dope, you get everything. When you suck, you get nothing. You just get the scraps. No one wants to listen. They give you the worst section, all the way in the back. All the way over there. Wait, there's somebody's working here right now? Oh, we don't want the patio, it's too hot. And that's where you're working. Right? But when you're quality, they give you the best section all the time. Right? Oh, yeah. But that's the best that you know until you open your mind. Because I used to be a terrible worker at the Cheesecake Factory for 2 years, so I know about the being at the very last, Oh, welcome. What's up, Jason? Talk, speak. there's the GM. What's up, man? Speak. What's up, man? Yeah, so that's where I had my awakening. Right, I just decided to be better. I got tired of not caring, showing up late all the time. Right, so I decided to be better in life, because I almost got fired there. Right, but sometimes we have to get pushed to that level to make a change in life. But almost getting fired at the Cheesecake Factory was like the best thing ever, because it pushed me to my limit to make me decide, am I going to choose to be better or just keep falling off over and over? How much more butt kicking do you need in life till you decide to do something about it? How much more heartbreak, how much more depression do you need till you decide you want to be better? Right? And some of y'all can't handle a lot of butt kicking. Holy 3 divorces in. 3 baby mamas. Like, golly. Jerry Springer rolling in his grave. Maury's next. You are the father. Oh. But it's never too late to change, sister. That's why we're out here helping people. Nice to see you, Brother Jason. Climb your mountain. Alright, sometimes we wish life was easier, like maybe we wanted a... Welcome, Jet Sweepers. I'm still at it. The ultimate ego telling everyone how to be. The thing is, when you figure out how to be happy, you want to share it with people. And if your happiness is genuine, you share how, like, your advice will help people have results. If your happiness is not genuine, you actually poison other people. Right? If you don't truly know how to be happy and you teach people, you might F up their life. I've seen it. Unfortunate. That's why I'm very, particular about what I say. And, because I've experienced it. And the thing is, the reason I experience a lot, because I've failed a lot in life. And we all have a lot of failures, and we can all learn from our failures that lead us to succeeding in life. Rather than pretending everybody's perfect, man, we all have something to contribute. Right? Right? Everybody's role matters. We need you in the role that, and if you love your role, like I love being here. That's why I keep coming on here on a daily basis for years now, right? I've been streaming for 6 years. Oh, thank you for, because I just love helping people. Because I used to. Yeah, I wasn't the worst at the Cheesecake Factory for sure, but I wasn't getting no good sections for a while. Because people would order fettuccine alfredo with chicken, and I would keep forgetting the damn chicken. Because why? my brain was, my mind was just worrying. I was worried I was gonna F up. Like, imagine worrying about failing so much that you actually do over and over. You're like, oh no, what if I F up again? And then you do, because all you think about is effing up. I'm glad I learned to change that. I stopped worrying about the future, started living in the moment, and paid attention a lot more. I wonder what's the highest calorie dish. At one point, it was the shrimp bistro with 2,600 calories and 3 sticks of butter. Anyways, we're not here to talk about that. I'm going to bed, so thank you so much for hanging out. Nice to see the general manager of Cheesecake Factory come by. Nice to see you, bro. So, yeah, 3 sticks of butter in 1 dish of pasta. It's kind of wild, but it's supposed to be eaten in family style, but family style, that's 1 each. 1 pasta for you and me. With a pumpernickel bread to go, please. Breathing in. Yes, I work there. Oh, excuse me for that. Breathing in. Please love your damn self. You don't have to, but you should. Yeah, nah. Because I've been showing up to the park very tired every Sunday, and I realize I just need to go. Usually I end the stream at 2 or 3. I just want to end earlier. Yeah, I was like, man, I need to change how I need to change my Saturday so my Sunday is full of energy. So, thank you, Sister Dory. Yeah, so after this, yeah, because I'm at the park, I'm drained. So, thank you, Spiritual. Shout out to Jesus. I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful night, wonderful life. Happy full moon energy. And I'll be back tomorrow for 5 hours with me again. So, or my goal is to eventually end around 4. Right. Because but glad, grateful that it is growing. Thank you for all your donations. Thank you for all your gifting, and I'll see you next time on Dragon Ball Z.